Good afternoon. Welcome to 2.4 Angle Properties and Polygons. Let's begin. The first thing to understand is what a polygon is, which is a two-dimensional closed figure made up of three or more line segments. So a polygon could be anything from a triangle to a square to a rectangle to a hexagon, pentagon, octagon, all that stuff. Okay. Today we are going to be using a formula used to calculate the sum of the interior angles of a triangle or any sort of polygon. The formula is S equals 180 times n minus 2. S is the sum of the interior angles and n is the number of sides. Let's give it a try. So I'm going to write the formula down here at the top of the page. S equals 180 times n minus 2. It says use the formula to calculate the sum of the interior angles of the following objects. So a triangle has three sides. So we want to find the sum. So S equals 180 times 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. 180 times 1 is 180. So the sum of a triangle is 180 degrees. Now we already knew that, but it's just proving to you that it works. Okay, for a rectangle, has four sides. This will be 180 times 4 minus 2. 180 times 2 will be 360. An octagon has 8 sides. So that'll be 180 times 8 minus 2. 8 minus 2 is obviously 6. 180 times 6 is 1080. A pentagon will have 5 sides. So 180 times 5 minus 2 is 3. 180 times 3 is 540. So this formula, once again, will help you find the sum of the interior angles of the following objects. When we are dealing with regular polygons, which is a polygon with all side lengths equal and all interior angles equal, we have a formula here that will calculate the measure of an interior angle in a regular polygon. And of course, it only works if it's a regular polygon because you need all the angles to be equal. This formula is 180 times n minus 2 divided by n. And this will give you the measure of one of the angles inside a regular polygon. So the question says, question A says, determine the measure of the sum of the interior angles of a regular hexagon. So that's our first formula. S equals 180 times n minus 2. So a hexagon has 6 sides. 6 minus 2. 180 times 4 will be 720. So the sum of a hexagon is 720. And then to find the measure of one of the angles, we take that 720 divided by the number of sides, which is 6 sides. So the measure of each angle is 120 degrees in a regular hexagon. So you find the sum and then divide it by the number of sides, and that will tell you the measure of one side. This question says the sum of the measures of the interior angles of an unknown polygon is 3060 degrees. Determine the number of sides. All right, so this one, if we get our formula down, S equals 180 times n minus 2. Here they're not giving us the number of sides, but instead they're giving us the sum, which is 3060. And they want us to find the number of sides. Okay, to solve this, we'd have to distribute first to get n by itself. And we're going to add 360 to both sides. 3060 plus 360 is 3420 equals 180n. Divide both sides by 180. And n equals 19. So if the sum of the angles was 3060 degrees, that means there are 19 sides on that shape. The last thing, this is a quick lesson today. The last thing is the sum of the exterior angles on a polygon. The sum of the exterior angles in a polygon is always 360 degrees. And remember, the exterior angles are right here, for example. All the exterior angles, okay? The sum of the exterior angles is always 360 degrees. Now, this only holds true for convex polygons in which each angle measure is less than 180 degrees, which is the case here. The opposite of a convex polygon is non-convex or concave, and that will have angle measurements of more than 180 degrees. It doesn't hold true for that, but we don't really deal with a lot of those. So the question says to determine the sum of the exterior angles of a convex heptagon. As soon as you see that it's the sum of the exterior angles and it's convex, the answer is 360, because the exterior angles are always going to add to 360 degrees. All right, here are your textbook questions. Assignment, page 99, 1, 2, 6 to 8, 10, 11, 16, and 17. Also, if you have your workbook now, I want you to complete. Let me grab those questions for you. Your workbook is page 51. That's 1 to 11. Okay? Start with the workbook and then do the textbook ones as extra practice. Thank you. Have a good day.